Welcome to the New Fly Fisher. In this week's episode, we continue our hunt for trophy-sized smallmouth bass on a fly at Birch Lake Resort in Northern Ontario. In our last episode, we were fishing in the early spring. This time, we have returned in September. The conditions are different and we have to adapt. But when we put it all together, we catch some of the biggest bass we have ever seen, including a massive smallmouth that is a new Ontario record. Stay with us, it's going to be a great show.
The New Fly Fisher has been made possible thanks to Algoma Country, That Real. Ontario, yours to discover. Orvis Sporting Traditions. Scientific Anglers. Able Reels. Ross Reels. Superfly, fly fishing for everyone.
I have come to Birch Lake Resort with some friends from Michigan who have been coming to this area for many years. Like me, they love the access to so many public lakes that have little fishing pressure on them. Yet, this is a drive-to location. It is mid-September in Northern Ontario, and it is unusually cold for this time of the year. Temperatures have plummeted, and cold fronts abound. Conditions are not ideal for fishing. But if we put on our thinking caps and use our powers of observation, we can and will locate the bass to have success.
What's happening here is there's big pods of smelt out. We're in 35 to 40 feet of water, and they're down 27 feet, give or take. The smelt stay bunched up for protection. And when the bass, they'll peel off a small chunk of the pod and push it to the surface. And when they're vulnerable at the surface, they can't go any farther, the smelt. So they will stun them. We saw this the other day out here. They will actually ram them with their heads and stun them, turn around and pick them up and swallow them head first. They got spiny fins, so they got to swallow them head first to digest them. So we were catching them the other day where you'd get a strong whap on your lure, and if you set the hook right away, there was nothing there. You'd count to 3, set the hook, and you got them beautifully in the mouth. So they're stunning them, turning around, taking them head first, swallowing them, then going on to the next one. So when you get a hit, you got to give them a 3 count. I got one.
Nice. All right.
I did the 3 count.
Fly.
Did the 3 count.
Good job. Okay, I'm gonna wait until you get that guy up closer, and I'll see if there's somebody around him.
Get down right now. Get down. There's a school here.
Okay, so just toss my fly out.
This is another one going south.
Oh, I just missed him. Oh,
Get right down in here. There's more. I can see him.
I am.
I can see him.
That's a nice fish, Frank. Oh, look at that thing.
5.5.
That is a beast.
I'm gonna give them to you.
Okay.
Oh man, look at
that. Look at that.
5.5.
Look at that. He is.
We have fish right below us.
20.5.
That's what I would have said, yes.
20.5.
Keep the tape with you up there. Keep the tape.
All right, now, get this guy. We put him in real quick, and away he goes. It's a beautiful bass.
They're right below us.
We've got more underneath
They're
us.
right below us. Keep it high, keep it tight, keep it tight.
Oh. And it's fighting. Whoa. It's coming to the top. Oh, it's a huge bass.
5.5.
Oh,
5.5.
it's a big boy. It's a big boy. I just put that fly out and was stripping it back. And Frank had just marked some fish on the sonar, and that was just perfect timing. Oh, he's coming up. Oh, he's off. Oh. I don't think the camera saw it. Did you see it, Frank? It was huge.
Yeah, it's 5.5. Yeah. Yep. Get back out there. There's more. That's the one I marked.
I got another one, picked it up.
All right.
It's not a big one, though, but it's still another fish. Look at this. Oh. How outstanding is that? Oh, look at the right. Put your fly right here. Put your lure.
Yeah,
There's
I
two
got
of
it.
them right beside
Yeah,
it.
I'll get one. Go ahead. You fight his fish. You
Okay,
fight your-
fighting.
I got a fish.
You got a fish. Okay, get him. You got him.
Double.
Double header.
Double.
Okay. I'll get mine. You
Oh,
fight
mine's
me.
gone. Mine's gone.
Okay.
He threw it.
Look at the head pumps of
You
this
get a nice
fish.
one. You get a nice one.
This is sweet. Look at this. On a 6 or 7 weight rod. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Got his head up. Sweet. Look at this fat buffalo.
We're right in the middle of a school here.
Big slab fish. What do you figure this one is, Frank?
Let me see him. Let me see him.
I'd say it's 4.
4.
It's an easy 4.
Get in, Colin, if you can.
Okay.
They're waiting
Get
for
this
you.
guy. So, look, oh no. Off he goes.
They're right below us if you can get in.
Oh, that was exciting. Let's get another one.
Within an hour's drive of the resort, there is over a dozen lakes with great fishing for northern pike, walleye, lake trout, and even brook trout. But we're here for the gigantic smallmouth bass that inhabit the lakes of the region. How big are we talking? On average, our bass are 3 pounds, with numerous 4, 5, and 6 pounders, and even larger. This is one of the best smallmouth bass fisheries I know of. One of the things that's really important when you're doing this type of lake fishing for bass, as a fly fisher, I'm using a streamer, is to keep your rod, approximately half of it in the water, pointed down at an angle. And what it does is when I'm retrieving, it aids in keeping that fly down deep, which is where I need it to be in that 8 to 10 foot range. I'm using an intermediate line, counted it down, got a relatively short leader, and I've got a weighted fly. But still, anything I can do to aid it, keeping it down, that's important because these bass, they're not at 2 or 3 feet. They're down 8, 10 or below, but they see the fly. Because I'm keeping it down, they'll come up and whack it.
Whoa!
Oh,
Big
it's a big
ass.
boy, too.
Oh, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness.
Wow. Now I've switched to a 7 weight rod. Still using intermediate line. Oh, he's coming up, he's coming up. He's coming up right beside the boat. Oh, now he's going back down. Frank's laughing. He said to me, Colin, 6 weight rod is just not gonna cut it. He's not wrong. Maybe not as big as I thought, but he's still decent. Oh. Oh, underneath the boat.
Not ready yet.
I mean, isn't this fantastic, Frank, catching smallmouth like this? Oh, here, okay. Getting his head up.
Sure you are.
Yes!
Pushing 5 pounds.
Yeah. Look at that fish. You got a little bit of heat stress on him, eh? Red dots. Beautiful fish. Put him over the side here. Nope. And he just wiggled free. Not the best release I've ever done, but yes. One of the really cool things that's happening here for both Frank and I is that he's marking the smelt, and then the fish, he'll actually see the bass before we get in contact with them. So we had a nice light wind, which is what we were looking for after, a couple days of really horrendous wind. And we're marking the fish, and then literally it's like a count. Count to 60, and somewhere in there, we're gonna make contact with the fish. It's pretty exciting. I'm casting out, he's jigging with his smelt, and I'm using the fly here, and we're both getting fish. It's really exciting.
Got him! Oh, there is justice in the world.
Well,
this is a
big fish.
5.5.
Big fish, Frank.
Maybe 6. He took that on the run. I didn't give him a 3 count. There was no time. He took it on the run. Nice fish, nice fish. Bringing him by, bringing him by. Ready? He's maybe not done yet, but I don't want to tire him out too much.
Oh, his size now.
Got him. Thank you. Thank you. Hubba hubba.
Now, Frank's getting this on a smelt. This.
Well, Birch Lake Resort's a great spot to come because it's affordable and it's accessible. It's only an hour from the Sioux. It's got great fishing in the lake. People love it.
4 anglers can comfortably stay in one of their 5 cabins. The cabins come complete. All you have to bring is food and drink. Incredibly, these cabins only cost $500 for a week's rental. That is $125 per person for a week of trophy bass fishing. This is fantastic for anglers on a budget.
What we're trying to do today is the lure, we're trying to keep it just above or below the visible light where you can see it disappear into the water. The fish seem to be coming up from that depth, and I think if you get it below that depth, they tend to not be able to see it because they're looking up at it. And I think we're getting a reflection or something with the lure from that depth that they're coming up to. So.
Give it little pops. Just cast it out.
Got him.
All right.
Okay, let me stick
Another
him
big
good.
boy.
Okay, he's not real big. He just maybe 3 feet, maybe 4, maybe 5. Coming up.
Oh, yeah.
The net ready?
Extend.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna circle him for you. Okay, ready to go?
Yep.
There we go.
All right.
About a 4.5. Just nice size. Come on, baby.
Beautiful.
Nice fish. Let's let him go. Here you go. See ya.
As you can see, I've got a smelt in my hand. This was just coughed up by a bass we caught, and it wasn't eaten that long ago. It's just starting to change color. But look at that size of that. And then here's the fly I'm using right now, the Game Changer. And in the white, it probably looks like something that's been thrown up, so the bass will come around and eat that. But the bottom line is, this smelt is a lot of food, a lot of protein and fats for the bass to help them get through the winter. And that's why they're keyed in on this. In some lakes, it's herring, cisco, whatever the bait fish, they really put on the feed bag. eating as many of these as possible to prepare them for the winter. I don't know how big this guy is. It's hard to tell. I think it's something else.
Might be a pike, because you
Might be a
sounding?
pike.
Yep.
Oh, it's a big bass. It's a big
Fish now.
bass. Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah, look at that, big. He's a big one, he's wallowing. You don't like the bill. Okay, swing him
Okay,
in,
bringing
swing
him in, bringing him in. Oh, he took that fly.
gotcha.
Oh, yeah. Doing so well here today. Oh, and he's got that hook right here, just in the corner of his mouth. Ooh, there. Okay, look at that. Got some markings on him. Sweet.
I have several smelt patterns that are my favorite to use in the fall for big smallmouth. Frank's smelt uses a heavy fish skull-shaped head matched to a plastic worm hook and then dressed with various materials to match the looks and silhouette of the smelt in the local lakes. A new pattern I used that was exceptionally productive is a game changer from Umpqua. The action this fly produces underwater is nothing short of incredible. The fly designer, Blaine Chocolat from Virginia, came up with the intricate design, and I have to say, it is probably the best new pattern I have seen in some time. The bass absolutely destroyed this fly everywhere I used it. This fly is best fished slow and methodically, allowing the fly to flutter and swoon, imitating a wounded smelt. Smallmouth will often move to the center of a lake to hunt suspended baitfish such as smelt. Much like wolves circling a herd of caribou, the smallmouth will shadow the school until it needs to eat. Then they will pick off stragglers and wounded smelt that fall behind. When it is time to eat as a group, the smallmouth will smash through the school, hammering into the smelt, trying to stun or kill them with their bodies. This will be done by 3 to 6 or more bass all at the same time. Then the bass will return after their attack to easily eat the dead and wounded smelt that are drifting in the current or floating towards the surface. That is why seagulls will spot this activity and hover above, eating any of the dead smelt as they float to the top. These bass feeding frenzies can last minutes to hours. It all depends how hungry the bass are, but it can also be influenced by the light conditions and how well the smallmouth can spot their prey. Bass also look for stragglers and wounded smelt that are broken away from the main school. These smelt will often be in the top 10 feet of the water column from the lake surface. In this optic window, looking upwards, they can easily see these smelt and will quickly target them. These are the smallmouth bass we usually have the most success with. For anglers, targeting this activity with streamer patterns that can emulate these dead or wounded smelt is an exciting way to catch some of the biggest bass in a lake. The action can often be non-stop and the strikes are arm-jarring.
Whoa. I just given it a little twitch.
You got the white one in?
Yeah, cool. Wait. Oh, it's a big
Ooh,
boy.
Monster, monster, monster.
All right.
Got a 5, 5.5, maybe 6. See how we do.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, get him, keep
I don't
him down.
see anybody with him.
Keep him down, keep him down, keep him down. Swat him, swat him.
Okay, yeah. He's trying to jump. Oh, that's a big fish.
Okay, bring him, just swing the rod like you would have. Like
Trying to. He's my 6-weight here. He's really, you see the fly is just in the top corner.
Okay.
Okay,
There
bring
we
him
go,
to you
bring him
now.
in. Bring him in, bring him in. Bring them across, bring them across, bring them across. There we go.
Right, oh,
Popped
the
right at
fly
the
just
end.
popped out. Whoa, Paul.
That's sweet,
Look
isn't it?
at that.
That is
Wow.
a sweet fish.
Oh, it's a monster smallmouth.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I do? I'm just going to carefully put them here. Just do a quick measurement. From there, the end,
You're about 22.
22 inches.
That'd make them a good 5-pounder or 6-pounder for sure, maybe 6.5.
Wow, look at that. Is that insane? Oh, wow, that makes me so happy. All right, Bonnie, let's get him in the lake. 22 inches of smallmouth on a fly. Is that unreal? 5 of them here. Oh, you're already ready to go.
Good to go. See ya.
And a little splash goodbye. Is that unreal? Paul, fantastic. Thank you, man.
No problem.
I gotta tell you, the fishing here is so fantastic. Whether it's the spring, the summer, or the fall, the bass here are huge, and this is a drive-to place. Wow, what an incredible few days of bass fishing we've had here up near Thessalon, Ontario. I gotta tell you, I've learned a lot, and I wanna thank Frank, Paul, and Eric for teaching me so much about fall and spring bass fishing. I've learned a ton. I also wanna thank Don St. Jules from Birch Lake Resort, who had us here. And I gotta tell you, the fishing up here is so incredible. You saw the size of the bass. Whether you're using a spinning rod or a fly rod, this is an incredible fishery. If you wanna learn more about this show or the place we were just fishing, go to our website at newflyfisher.com. From all of us here at the show, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.
The New Fly Fisher has been made possible thanks to Algoma Country, that real. Ontario, yours to discover. Orvis Sporting Traditions. Scientific Anglers. Able Reels. Ross Reels. Superfly, fly fishing for everyone.
To learn more about the New Fly Fisher, our locations, contests, news, and much more, come visit and like us on Facebook.